Well, hello everyone. I80-386SX, and I come to you tonight with a significant update involving the LTE 286 that seems like that's been going on since the beginning of time. The last I left this was, I don't even know how long, it's been a while, but yeah, the last time I left this, I only had one of these machines at my disposal that I bought off the marketplace, and I've determined that the hard disk controller motherboard was bad. Well, some good news came my way, and I've been racking my brain on trying to get one of these to be anywhere near functional for the past few weeks. And today, maybe it was a couple days ago, yeah, we'll say this week, I got another parts machine that wouldn't turn on. And I've confirmed as such that it would not turn on. I recapped the big three offenders. It turned on, but it didn't post. That's with or without the add-on memory. So I decided to use that for parts. And I confirmed, once again, this is why I'm calling this part 4C, is that this board was bad on my original LTE 286. I think this is the actual board. So the hard disk controller on this board indeed was bad. So yeah, that was one win out of this deal. So I'm happy that I've confirmed that. So if you have really, well, any computer really, but if you have an LTE 286 and you try to write a partition to it and it just never seems to write, if it sees the hard drive but it never writes, you have a bad hard disk controller. And I don't know, maybe this thing needs to be recapped and it'll be right as rain, but I don't know. And I also confirmed that the hard drive that this came with actually does work. I have confirmed that. Although it does have a sticking problem, so you have to move that arm just enough to get it out of that sticking position. I have two hard drives that do the same exact thing. This hard drive has two bad sectors on it, but big deal. Let's see. So, oh yeah, this is indeed the original laptop. It's still got that weird screen artifact. Do anything else in particular with this that's going to make this okay, give me one moment here while I get things figured out. So alright, we have to do a little freelance work tonight, but here we go. There's a nice little bonus with that parts machine you'll see in a second here. Hold on here. Actually, there's one other little prereq I have to figure out here, and hopefully I can figure that out in the next second or so. And that is the ever-important diskette, the setup disk, because I'm sure this is going to bark an error. The drive I have in there now is actually smaller than what we started with. Yep. So yeah, so I originally, before this video took place, I had a 128 megabyte volume in here. And there's some fun I'm going to have with that eventually because of other computers that Compaq made later in their time that matched those exact specifications of the 128 meg drive that I'm pretending this to be. But, oh, there it is. I should go look in my own backyard. Okay, so we have a setup disk, and we're going to tell it that this is what the correct disk is. So yes, this machine, the parts machine, had a 2 meg card with it. And the other win behind this is, actually there were two additional wins. Because one of the drive that was in this other one was a different model, slightly different Citizen model. It still had the same belt problem, but it's one, a simpler drive to work on, and two, less caps. Three, it's YouTube fodder, baby. And I'm actually going to also eventually do what some other YouTubers in the community do and put this stuff on my website. Just the feedback behind that was really good, so I'm going to do that as well. All right, so we have Type 53, cool beans, save and exit. It's going to do its happy RAM count again. I have not put the bottom cover back on here yet, but we're on the verge of doing that. Man, RAM count takes forever on this, but that's okay. That's 2688 for those that cannot see what that screen says. We're on the C drive. We're on the frickin' C drive. We're on the C drive. This hard drive is good. So, yeah, that's fun. There's another hard drive. I have to take it apart yet and unstick it, but yeah, this is amazing. I'll see if I can get a DOS 6 disc to boot with this thing. I don't remember if this is the persnickety one or if this is the one that's been nice to me so far. Or maybe they'll both suddenly be persnickety, and that's fine too, but now we're starting off a floppy. And so far, this is the nice drive. Because the original drive that I fixed, it reads discs that it wants to read. But this one I grabbed out of the parts unit. So far, so good. Knock on metal. All right, let's see if there's a scan disk utility on here. Uh-oh. I like all that thrashing. Oh, no! Oh, snap. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's see, let's do this. This drive actually sounds pretty good, too. I don't know why when I tried to put this on a modern machine, it kept conking out. But that could have been my harebrained idea of an adapter. Oh, I don't know if you can tell this, but yeah, there's like one little B right there. That's it. That's pretty darn good for 1989, I think. So I'm not going to go through this again. It's a scripted video. Nobody wants to see a scan disk happen. So, but yeah, that is my update in a nutshell. We have not one, but we have two semi-functional units. In fact, we'll bring semi-functional unit number 2 out right now, actually. Well, that is my arm. That is not going to change in functionality whether we want it to or not. Yeah, this one needs a little bit more work, but this one has a memory module, but I don't think it works, or I just have no idea how to actually use it. Yeah, it does that stuff. We'll boot into the diagnostics real quick here and update its settings here. But the second unit that I was actually trying to restore, this screen was completely shattered. Or Yeah, it was done for. Here's the old screen. It just showed up as white with cracks. So yeah, that wasn't gonna do. Oh, it's loading. Cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, so it says memory size error. And it doesn't like being extended memory. That's where the problem comes in. So I'm not sure. Yeah, this expanded memory it doesn't like. So we're going to put this down to all extended memory. I think this is the right formula here. For fixed drive, we're going to go to 0. Perfect. It's already 0. Oh, wait, it's the other one. We want it to be the other one. Let's do that again. I think. Well, it's a 50-50 shot. We get it wrong, we get it wrong. Okay, it's not barking. Cool. So, yeah, that's, those are my two LTE 286 systems in a nutshell. I will, actually unplug this, and I will go back to the other camera to show you what this memory module looks like, without knocking my other camera over, which I hope I don't need to use anymore for this stream, but we shall see. Goodness gracious, that thing's in there good. There we go. So yeah, this is the memory module that was in there. This has a bunch of gold star chips on it. It is not a Compaq part number. It has a number 4 on it. Well, can you see that in the camera? Yeah, I guess so. Right up by the upper right of the memory module, it does say number 4. But beyond that, there's really no markings on this whatsoever. So I don't know what to think of this guy. I mean, it looks like it's a perfectly good memory module otherwise, but yeah, I don't know. If it doesn't do anything, it doesn't really do me any good. But regardless, that's about all I have for this. What else is there to worry about? Storage solutions, I like to have something a little bit more long-term. Yeah, and seriously, if you have one of these sitting on a shelf, do not delay the recapping process if it's not already too late for it to be recapped. The one parts machine that I have, it was too late for it, and it became a parts machine. Worked out in this case, but some of you may not be so lucky. So if you have, especially the floppy drive, whether it's the Citizen U0 series or the U1, do not delay. Cap it today. If you cannot do it yourself, find somebody that can. We here in the community will be more than happy to help you with that if that's what it comes down to, because it is very extensive work to undo that damage, especially if there are damaged traces. So that is my update for now. I am finally pumped that I can move on to part 5 of this madness. So, woohoo! So again, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye.